Hello, I like to make today eyeball cake with sticky eyeballs on the sides. For this recipe, what we use basically ball cake tins that comes with stand like that. Place them on a tray for stability. Grease inside with a melted butter to prevent sticking, and mix one large box of butter cake, chocolate, vanilla, any cake of your choice. Or use your favorite recipe. So once you bake it according to instruction on the back of box, what you do is let stand for about 10 minutes in a actual baking tins, then invert onto wire rack to cool completely down. So once we're done that, once cakes are baked, what we do is we use serrated knife to level both cakes so they are flat. Next step is a cake which will be on the bottom. We need a little bit level, just a little bit, to make sure it's actually stand nice and strong. So we take our turnable, and I'm just using actually pizza tray to put, because black color really good goes with this sort of cake. So we take vanilla frosting, place small amount on the middle to secure. Place your cake. Apply frosting, and what we do is we sandwich with the second part. Just make sure it actually looks nice. And what we do is now we simply start frosting all over cake with vanilla frosting. Once you finish frosting, that's how our eyeball look like now. So what we do is next, so we make eye pupil. For eye pupil, what we do is we use a round cookie cutter, which is 58 mils and or 2 1/4 inches, and we cut out the circle from green fondant. You can choose the color of the eyeball. You can have purple or blue or any other you like. Then we use a black color fondant, and we use a really small round cutter, which is about 2 centimeters. All inches will be in the description box. Please do have a look. So we cut out, and we have tiny ball from a white fondant to make it a little bit more special. So what we do is we just apply a small amount of water in the middle of a green middle of a green surface, or then we apply a very small amount on one side, place white fondant on top, and a little bit. What we do is, once it's all done, we place right in the middle and attach to eyeball. Next step is we use royal icing. Take small amount into saucepan, small saucepan. Add tiny amount of a red gel food coloring and small amount of water. Once you create sort of a paste like that color, what you do is place in a piping bag fitted with number 2 or 3 tip. It doesn't really matter which one, and we start simply piping. Once you finish decorating, as you can see, that's what we got. It's a really cool sort of type of cake and super easy to make. So what we do is next, we can make some cupcakes, accomplish our cake. So for the cupcakes, what you do is simply bake basic standard vanilla butter cupcakes, whatever you prefer. And what we do is spread small amount of vanilla frosting, buttercream, anything what you prefer to use it. Spread small amount on top. What we do is we use the M&Ms. Place one M&M on the middle and slightly press it in. So what we do is next, you can use leftover of frosting, or you can simply use writing icing white and black. So we just squeeze a little bit of white on the middle of green, followed by a black writing icing, fit it with a number 2 or 3 tip. And what we do is we use the same royal icing tinted in a red color as we use for cake, and we make the cupcake more interesting. Looks like just a eyeball cake. So we just keep going like this to create sort of eyeball cupcakes as well. So what we do is next we make sticky eyeballs. To make sticky eyeballs, we use mini muffin tray to get this little tiny sort of mini cupcakes. You can use any of your choice, chocolate, vanilla, butter, or red velvet, any of your choice basically, cake mixes or your favorite recipe. So also, once you mix your cake mix, what you do is please do spray with cooking spray your actually paper liner once you place into a tray. It just makes it easier once you pour cake batter, bake it, it's completely cooled down, and it makes it easier to remove it. As you can see, we just pull it and remove very easily the paper case. And here we are. So basically what we need is we need for about 12 eyeballs we need a packet of royal icing. So we just mix it with water to make sure it's thick but still a pourable sort of consistency. It's not really pour, it's more like a drops sort of, as you can see. So what we do is we take just knife, it's very simple to make. We just run through the sides first, then what we do is we place just like this. Do not get worried if it's a little bit runs down, that's okay. Place on a non-stick baking paper, place small amount of royal icing on top and spread it. Just make sure it's nice and smooth, and let it a little bit run sides as well. You can make your mini cupcakes even more kind of like an eyeball shape. If it's actually rise on the top, it's even more cool. Mine is alright, but could be better. So once we're done that, just let's stand for just a little bit to make sure it's a little bit set. Then we use one of mini M&Ms for actual eye pupil, place on the middle. Once royal icing a little bit set, what we do is take one of mini M&Ms, place right on the middle, just position it. Use your white writing icing just to make a little dot right on the middle, and what we do is use black writing icing right on the middle of white. Here we are. So use same as we use royal icing tinted with red color, and we just simply puppet our design of a eyeball. Be creative with this sort of stuff. It makes really fun. Once it's completely set, what we do is we actually can this placed on a skewer, and this is will be like cake pop. Once royal icing is set, as you can see, it's almost hot. It's not completely set, but that's okay. What we do is you can use smaller skewers the medium skewers or even the larger skewers. So I just probably will use the medium ones, and I just simply place it, push it carefully and place into styrofoam. And as you can see, you have this kind of like a ice sort of basically. It's really cool, and as well as it just makes fun for children. Also, so you have kind of like, you can arrange this way. So now we can have a look a little bit closer. Just move slightly like that, and here we are. We have our cupcakes, cake, and the mini sticky eyeballs. You can serve them as it is like that. It's actually really nice and neat. So you're able to have a look now on eyeball cake, which is very easy to make. We have accompanied by the cupcakes, and we have sticky eyeballs, which is we place them on the skewers. So thank you very much for your time with me today. I hope you like this sort of arrangement for the Halloween party. Everything will be in description box. Thank you for your time with me today. Until next time, goodbye.